WA, they've won the toss and they've chosen to bowl. There's one change, HD. Darcy Short is out and young Teague Wiley is going to be making his debut for WA.
The feeling from the Western Australia Brains Trust is that young Teague Wiley would come in, maybe strengthen the batting. And
unbelievable. Takes the top of off stump. First wicket falls for Victoria. It is Dean. He shouldered arms to a good length delivery. It just...
Paris, there's another short one, top edge, but that'll go for 4. Very fine.
That's a lovely shot.
Beautifully clipped by Pucovski through mid-wicket. Long square boundaries here at the Wacker. That might go, though. That looks like it's not slowing down at all, and it has gone all the way to the boundary. Oh, draws the edge. Beautiful catch from Bancroft. There it was. Hanscom's been happy to leave them all morning, and he just threw the hands at the wide one. See what Kelly can do. As that's down the leg side. That's a beautiful little tickle around the corner from Pucovski. There's a little tickle down the leg side, and there's a noise, and the umpires put the finger up. So that's a huge wicket for Matt Kelly. Disappointing way for Will Pucovski.
Oh, he just uses the hands and eases it through between third slip and gully. Big appeal, and it's been given. Maddinson looked like he was struck on the back leg in front of middle and off. Solid appeal from the West Aussies, and they celebrate their 4th wicket. Driven through cover, strongly, nicely controlled shot. No need to run for that. 4 runs. And he doesn't bother with trying to keep it on the ground this time. Goes up over the top. Help himself to 4 runs, just using the pace and the bounce. Oh, that just sneaks past third slip. It was on the bounce, wouldn't have carried to a 4th slip. Oh, he's played at this, and it's caught beautifully at third slip. Drawn into the shot, trying to then go over the top of slips, and it was like catching practice that you see at training or in the warm-up. Sam Whiteman, for the middle order. Flicked off the toes nicely, Harper. Opens the batting in short format cricket for his BBL side. He does take on the pull shot and puts it into the gap nicely for 4 runs.
That one is the straighter one, and nicely played by Harper. We'll get at least 2. It rolls all the way for 4. It's nicely played through the gap. That might race away for 4. It's timed it nicely. Match short. Is it going to pull up? No, it'll go. It'll go the distance. Amazing how we're forced to think about it differently now.
Sharp.
That's a beautiful drive from short. There's no stopping that. That is 4 runs.
Mid-wicket.
That's a good shot.
Didn't quite get all of it out of the middle of the bat, but it'll do enough on this quick outfield here at the Wacker to run away for 4. Sam Harper got on top of the bounce nicely.
Off into trouble.
Driven it out. There it is. There's the breakthrough. Straight to Sam Whiteman at cover. Not over the top of it, Harper. He's dismissed for 18, and it's 6 for 91 now.
Oh.
Through the gap between second slip and gully. Should we have had a 3rd there, WA? Sean Marshall, are you thinking?
This past week. As Morris, that's hit Pattinson and hit him hard. That's hit Pattinson right in the helmet. And good to see that he's back on his feet, but that was a very quick delivery from Morris that didn't really get up. Replaced, but gee, that just didn't get up at all. I don't know that Pattinson picked it up out of the hand. It wasn't a particularly short ball.
yeah, now that there'll be some protocols that have to take place now. There'll be a...
As that has clipped the stumps, that's a beauty from Morris. The gate was opened on Patterson, and Morris puts it in the right area. Bales go flying, and WA have their 7th wicket. That's bowled as well. Beautiful delivery from Paris. Left arm around, it straightens up the line, and that's an edge, and that goes straight to first slip. So Paris gets a couple in and over. Really nice area from Joel Paris. See what he can do to Sutherland here. It's played away nicely by Sutherland. That might race away out through the backward point area. You won't catch that. That's 4 runs. That's a really nice shot from Sutherland. Drive on the up. Cleared the front leg a little, but Picked it up nicely. No danger in that shot. Right through the gap for 4. That's a rearing short ball. Now they've taken the run. A long time to aim and it's gone. That is definitely out. McClure was a long way. It was a poor call for a single. Obviously Sutherland desperate to try to retain the strike, and McClure was probably 1.5 meters short of his crease.
There is a little bit of movement. The assumption is it's not as big as what we thought it might have been. But right now, with the change of innings, Western Australia.
The Marsh Sheffield Shield on KO Sports, the CA Live app, and cricket.com.au. We'll be back with the West Australian batting innings shortly.
We have just had an innings changeover because Victoria, after being sent into bat, they fell rather quickly after the lunch break to be all out for 114. So Pattinson starts with a full ball on leg. That traditional fielder we now see whenever Bancroft comes to the crease at leg gully. Clipped off the toes, a full half volley on leg stump. Helps himself to 4 around to square leg, Sam Whiteman.
Couldn't say that about the rest of them. Oh, another one.
Repeat, this time in front of square, a bit more through mid-wicket. Back-to-back boundaries for Sam Whiteman. Oh, wide down leg side and picked up beautifully, Whiteman. And that's taken a thickish outside edge off a check drive, and Pattinson through mid-wicket. That should run away as well. McClure, his tall, long strides. Looks like he might reel it in. Or awkward at this.
Shot.
Nice shot. Straight back down the ground. That'll run away. Jump over the rope. 4 runs.
That's full and clipped, and that's 4 again for Whiteman. Easy pickings for Sam Whiteman. And he's kept in that area. Pattinson. That's nicely played by Whiteman, and that's through. That's past mid-off, and that'll go to the boundary. Just over pitch there from Pattinson. And Whiteman pushes the hands through that very nicely, moves himself to 47. Pattinson will be hoping it's this one. Fuller on the pads again, and Whiteman doesn't time that one as well as the others. It's a long boundary out to deep mid-wicket there. Dean will track it just inside the rope and flick it back to McClure, and will run through for 3, and that is 50 for Sam Whiteman. Beautiful start from him. And Western Australia will be very happy with that. Phone talking to me. As that's a really nice shot from Whiteman, clipped off his pads. It's a strength for Sam Whiteman. It's a nicely clipped there by Bancroft. Balls have run away out there pretty quickly all day, and that's no exception. That's short, a nice pull shot from Whiteman. You're not stopping that. It's a long boundary, doesn't matter. Gets there with ease, 4 runs. And he's short again and pulled again, and it will find the gap again. Will it reach the boundary? Yes, it will. So consecutive boundaries for Whiteman. Out.
Oh, good catch.
And from around the wicket, he just gets the ball to straighten to Whiteman.
To score runs, that's a beautiful shot from Marsh. Just leaned into it. Again, straying onto the pads to the left-handers, Pattinson, and it's another boundary for Western Australia. And with that, now in the 39th over of their batting innings, that's a really nice delivery from Perry. And it has caught the outside edge of Cameron Bancroft's bat. And as HD Ackerman, here's Pattinson. That one's full on the legs of Kelly, and he'll squirt it out for at least 1. They'll push through for a couple. And that is where they will end day 1. As it's returned to Harper. Players all look at each other. Bats under the arm there for Matt Kelly. The bails are off, so that is stumps on day 1.